Epilogue, Removing a Stump from a Fallen Pecan Tree. William Hovey Smith, 2019. I am Hovey Smith, and in a previous video I showed how I cut up this tree and also removed the stump. I'm the author of several outdoor books, including Backyard Deer Hunting, and this is something that takes place in my backyard, and also a new business book, Create Your Own Job Security, that speaks of individual entrepreneurship and starting your own businesses anytime you need them to raise immediate cash or for long-term income.
This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And this is the epilogue of my pecan tree removal that was felled by Hurricane Michael. We're now cleaning up after the stump removal. The stump was removed and shown in previous videos. And a friend came by with a backhoe and pushed it off to the other end of the lot. And now I thought we would do a little bit of easy root removal using a mattock like this and an axe. Well, as you see, some of this stuff is like 8 inches in diameter. And no, the mattock and the axe didn't work that very well. So we proceeded to pull a little bit with a winch, cut with a new Portland chainsaw, an electric one, and are leveling up right now, and are going to go down and mine some sand and use that to fill in the last of the holes and sort of rake it more or less smooth. The root set over here is somewhat more complex than I imagined, so I just got a replacement for my Harbor electric chainsaw. So I'm going to go ahead and get that saw and rig it up and take out these roots. I may well have to give a pull with a truck winch to get that big complex over to the right out of there. This is a Portland Harbor Freight electric chainsaw that I'm going to do the cutting with. This is a replacement saw. That was a recall on the original saw that I bought. So this one is brand new, and I exchanged it at Harbor Freight in 15 minutes. Well worth doing. The recall concerned a malfunction in the switch with some of the saws. I never experienced it myself, but if I can take a used saw and exchange it for a new saw, I certainly will. The cord is one I salvaged from a vacuum cleaner, and yeah, I made an extension cord out of it, but you need a heavy extension cord to actually run this saw. Don't do it on the little standard extension cords that you get to hook up an extra lamp or something like that. And it runs even. Cut very easily. All right. Just like butter. Okay, we'll have to see what's still holding that one. We now have one more root largely free. Okay, look up. All right. Yeah, that's a hunk of stuff. That exposes another root here, which can go. right. Got a wedge out so I can hopefully see what's happening down there. I've got to be pretty close to through that thing. All right. Still, it seems to be retained by something. Must be a root hanging on the bottom somehow. Well, if I can get a winch cable under it, I can pull it out that way, and we'll get it. I have wrapped that little bit of scrap chain around the root and connected it to my winch cable. So that should go ahead and pull it and at least expose what is holding it. All right, that did exactly what it's supposed to do. And this is my sand mine. Sand in a ditch, washed from a neighbor's field over here. This was once beach sand on an Eocene beach, now recycled. We're now loaded up. That's about as much weight as I think I'm going to put on these old tires. We can now proceed to rake in and shovel in and generally smooth up. Like to see guys play in the dirt, don't you? Yeah. You like to dig in the dirt? Yes, you do. You're a good digging dog. Yeah. You like the digging dog stuff. Yeah. You don't see why I can't get into it and dig with the claws like you do. Yeah, you're a good digger. Some nice cool dirt to lay in. Well, work is done. And it's been approved by our hound dog supervisor, who was in there just seconds ago and didn't like the camera being pointed at him. He's camera shy. And so now we can go ahead and plant another tree here, or put in our tomato weeds, or do what we like. But this ground is ready for something. I put a lot of work in it, so it's a shame not to have something grow. So we're going to see about that. And in case you wonder, here's the stump located in its new function as a backstop for the 100-yard range behind my house. And now I can run my lawnmower over this ground without any fear of hitting one of those obstructing roots and ruining the mower deck. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe, goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.
This is proof of concept, where I'm taking my lawnmower and running it over the ground I just prepared, just to make sure that we got all the protruding roots out of it to keep from damaging the deck. Among my outdoor books are backyard deer hunting, crossbow hunting, extreme muzzleloading, and practical bow fishing. Now, I also have an e-book series on muzzleloaders, including muzzleloading for hunters, shooting and maintaining your muzzleloader, and hunting with muzzleloading shotguns and smoothbore muskets. My business book, Create Your Own Job Security, advocates that people start businesses when and as they need them. If you need to raise immediate money right now, well, I'll tell you how to do that. If you need long-term income, I'll tell you how to do that one too. If you want to develop something to do after you retire, well, I cover that subject as well. Father of the Grooms is a new novel, screenplay, and movie project that I'm going to be working on for the next several years. And this will include a trip to Sicily, and you actually may participate. Now, what I supposed to be a few minutes grubbing with a mattock and axe turned out to be a much more involved job than I thought. I got through it all right. And when I got through sawing, I went ahead and wet that saw blade and cut some dry wood to get that clay off the blade, because that stuff sets up like stone when it dries. Now, the Harbor Freight Portland saw is fine for occasional use. I'd hate to use it for my only saw if I was trying to cut up a whole winter's worth of wood up in some northern state. For more information on my books, blogs, and more than 750 videos, you can go to my website, www.hoveysmith.com. For information on my business books, go to createyourownjobsecurity.com. For information on my homemade cooking knives, go to hoveysknivesofchinablog.co. To participate with me in my new novel, screenplay, and movie project, go to fatherofthegrooms.com. Hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Goodbye and God bless.